Greetings, metal community. It's Roger back with the second video from the 2020 releases that I'm gonna do. I think there will be 4 or 5 total if I'm gonna talk about everything that I want to talk about. In the background is one of them, and that's the excellent album from Benediction called Scriptures. This is brilliant death metal album. Dave Ingram is back singing better than ever. Some good songwriting, good production, great cover. I mean, if you like old Benediction, you will like this. I have been kind of not listening to the last 2 albums they released before this one because I felt they were kind of uninspired. But I need to check them out because this album is so good that the others can't be that bad. Second one is Wader, Solitude in Madness. Another excellent death metal album this year. I've been a fan of Wader since the beginning of the band. Short album, very energetic death metal. Great songs on there. As I said, very short. But then you just play it twice instead of once. So I must say I really love Wader, and they have never disappointed me. But this one was very good. A little bit back in more older sounding style from them. It's very cool that they can still release solid and brilliant album. But an excellent one. Then we go to Norway and black metal, Svartjern. Shame is just a word. Svartjern is Norwegian sounding black metal, as they should, coming from Norway. I think this is their 5th release, if I'm not mistaken. Very good, short album, and the only thing I have to... I'm not a fan of cover songs on full-length albums, for fillers. I know I love Bonded by Blood by Exodus, but I didn't need that version on here. And it's the second to last song as well, which is even more annoying. But apart from that, it's solid, good Norwegian black metal. So check it out if you like that type of music. So the 4th one is good old My Dying Bride with Ghost of Orion. Pretty good album. The only thing I have to say about this one that I'm not enjoying is the clean vocals are a bit, I don't know, underproduced, too naked in a way. That makes the heavy music kind of choking the vocals in a bit. It might be the intention to do it, but it doesn't work as good for me. But apart from that, it's a great album. A lot of good songs as always. But I prefer the 2 or 3 last releases of My Dying Bride compared to this one. But still a great album. If you like My Dying Bride, I'm sure you will like it. Next one is, well, I would say the best thrash metal band ever. And Titans of Creation fits Testament very well. Very cool cover. And this is Testament at its best. If you like Testament, I'm sure you will like this one. Great songwriting, great production. Might be a song or two too long, but I don't mind. I love Testament, and they do always deliver, no matter what. So if you haven't heard Testament in 20 years, check it out, because it's time has stand still on that one, but yeah, a great one. Next one is a band that resurfaced. I don't know how long they've been active since they reformed. It's Evil Dead with United States of Anarchy. Very fitting cover, thinking about what happened, and this was released way before, you know, the storming of the Capitol and everything that went on. So maybe they knew what was coming. The text has always been like politically and environmental. They released especially the Annihilation of Civilization, I think came out in '89, was an awesome thrash record, which was slightly technical, I would say. This is more groovy, not so much, but it's much the same, but it's kind of, you can hear that they have been away for a while, but surprisingly good. I was very skeptical to this, but I've listened to it quite a lot and really enjoyed it. So the last of the CD is the good old Dutch band Sinister and Deformation of the Holy Round. Don't need to say much about Sinister. One of the longest lasting death metal bands around. The only thing I can say compared to earlier stuff is that Odd has changed his vocals a little bit on the last two records, more deeper in his vocals, changing something just to change something. I don't think he had to do it, but maybe he felt that it was necessary. Sounds like Sinister, great death metal, never disappoints me. So over to the vinyl, and I think I will start with, no, I'm not going to start with that, I'm going to end with that. I'm going to go to Sweden, and yeah, Necrophobic, Dawn of the Damned. A excellent album from Necrophobic. This grew on me. I was kind of the expectations was like, I wasn't quite sure when I heard this, but I think it had to do, I think it was Mirror Black, they had a video too that I didn't like at all, and when I heard the song on the vinyl, I kind of, well, it is a fucking great song, but the video kind of fucked it up for me. But very good album from Necrophobic. If you haven't checked it out, you should. Then we have from France, Merciless, the mother of all plagues. Another fitting title for this year. Cool cover. Gatefold. This is the double disc version of it, containing a EP, one-sided, with this on one side, and you have 4 songs here. This in a, yeah, I don't know what color this is, but it's not purple. What, purple red? I don't know. I also have, of course, the black version because I like black vinyl, and I'm going to show you why. Because this grey, yeah, not very impressed by this color scheme. Black vinyl is much better. But it's a cool record. This is yeah, these guys have been around for a long time. They have this French sound to them. It's just very good. Kind of there's a lot of thrash in it in a way, but it's still death metal. and yeah, I'm happy that he still releases good stuff. So if you haven't heard Merciless, or you have heard of them but not checked them out, please do, because it's a very good release. Then we're going to England and good old Napalm Death. Throes of joy in the jaws of defeatism. That's a mouthful. Yeah, and you know, the covers of Napalm Death can be debated. I think it's kind of cool, it's symbolic. So, but this album is, I think the last two albums was better. There's a couple of songs here that doesn't click well with me. I think the A side is better than the B side on this one, but still quality as always from Napalm Death. I'm a big Napalm Death fan. I've been since I guess Harmony Corruption, back in the good old days. And you know, it's a good record. It's just me need to find something wrong with it, and there's a couple of songs that I'm not enjoying that much. But talking about old and death metal, one of the oldest, Incantation, Sect of Wild Divinities. Great album, great cover, black vinyl of course, Relapse Records. Don't have to say anything much about Incantation. Been pretty solid throughout their career, but I think this album is a step up from the last one, which I kind of was. I like this more. So please check it out, Incantation. Great death metal band, you know, long lasting, and they just keep pounding out good shit. So check it out. Now we're going to Sweden and Naglfar, Cerecloth. I haven't been following Naglfar for many years. You know, I had some stuff in the 90s. Kind of forgotten a little bit about the band. Gatefold with some more old guys playing metal. But this one was pretty good. I might say that this is my favorite album from Naglfar. And yeah, cool that they are back with quality albums and not releasing some album just to release something. And well done. Then we're going to another English band that everybody knows, Paradise Lost. CDM. I like the previous album better, but this grew on me pretty much. First time I heard it, I thought it was boring. More back to the Shades of God period or something like that. Icon maybe. Yeah, but pretty good. Not one of the albums that I played a lot this year, but I have had a lot to play. Back to Sweden and Centinex, Death in Pieces. This was surprisingly good. I haven't been following or playing Centinex for maybe 20 years. Because I kind of grew tired of them. This is, you know, Swedish death metal, old school style. But it was much better than I thought, therefore I bought it. Otherwise I probably wouldn't, or I just would have bought it on CD. But you know what you get with Centinex. The next one is one that I was surprised that I would like, and that's the Tootslager, Saint Slayer's songbook by Albedo. And this is black metal, kind of a symphonic feel, although it's not so much symphony in it, you know, with synthesizers and shit like that. Cool, you know, booklet with the text and pictures, artwork. Very well done release. This is Albedo, and they have kind of a thin sound, especially the drums. I would like to be more heavy sounding, and then they are. So the whole feel to the album is kind of a light sound, and when you play it loud on stereo, you don't get the same effect, and that's hurting the album a little bit. But still, very good black metal album. I don't know how to put them together with the old Albedo. I think they have their evolution, and it's good. We are going to another old death metal band, Mortaskull, Suffer for Nothing. I'm not very fond of this cover. I think it's arty, but gatefold with the lyrics there, and you know, pictures of more old men playing death metal, black vinyl. And yeah, Mortaskull, old school American or US death metal, very good band. You know, they have a lot of good records in there. It's not as good as the earliest stuff, but I kind of really enjoyed this, and I feel it's more than good enough. It sounds like Mortaskull, and that's what I want. Yeah, not picking out any favorites actually, and that's very rare. But check it out if you like old school US death metal. These guys were around back in the days. Then we are going to Poland and some, dare I say, black and death metal. This is Azeroth, Saint Desecration. Great artwork. Trying to get out of the glare. Really cool artwork. Gatefold with more pictures of old dudes playing metal. Or old. We're not old, are we? You know, black vinyl. Cool booklet with the lyrics and artwork. Very nice, well done release. Agona Records are always doing a good job, I think. Then we are staying in Poland to talk about one of my favorite Polish bands. Not many people talk about this band, and I don't know why, because I think they're pretty awesome. It's Troma with Ominous Black. Another cool cover. This is a more technical death metal, but still sounds Polish, I think. You know, gatefold with lyrics and you know, the recording information here. More grown-ups playing death metal. Pretty good album. This I've played a lot. Big fan of them, of course. So check it out, Troma, and check out the earlier stuff too. You know, go back 3-4 albums. They are all great. Spread the word, because these guys deserve it. They've been around for a long time. And then the last one in this episode, we're going back to Norway, and of course, Enslaved med Utgård. Pretty good release. The only song that don't resonate well with me is Urjorten. That you know, electronica stuff that they have there is not for me. You know, big lyric sheet here with nice looking bird. Probably the raven. Black vinyl, of course. My favorite songs here are Jättegryta number 2 and Homebound. That's two of the best songs that Enslaved have made in, I don't know, for a long time. Side A, as I said, because of the Urjotun, is better than side B. But nevertheless, I'm a big fan of this band, and they sure do deliver. Do also check out the Heimwegen documentary that's on YouTube, which is pretty cool. And that was all for this video. So as I said in the last video, vi kör oss.